Hi guys, welcome to Crash Course, and today we're going to be talking about artificial intelligence. So first of all, what is artificial intelligence, or AI? So AI is just a type of computer science that focuses on recreating the human mind. So a key component to AI is actually algorithms, and algorithms is essentially a step-by-step process to solve a problem. In this case, it would be mathematical computations. So the idea of AI is often confused with robotics, and while there are interlinking concepts, they can ultimately be separated from each other. Just sort of think of AI as the mind and the robotics as the body. In any case, what are we actually doing with AI? Well, generally speaking, we give the AI program a lot of data, and from that data, it kind of just looks at patterns and trends and can make decisions and predictions from it. So just as how you in life would use your experiences to inform your decisions, AI uses the inputted data to make a lot of predictions and choices too. AI technology can be applied to many different fields, but today we want to talk about healthcare. And we're going to be looking at sort of AI in diagnosis, treatment, and prevention. So for diagnosis, we looked at a specific study by Stanford University researchers who wanted to use AI to diagnose skin cancer. So one of the issues with skin cancer diagnosis is that it can be hard to determine whether a cell is cancerous. Furthermore, there's many different diseases out there that you need to differentiate from. So to try and combat this issue, the researchers developed an algorithm, and they trained it by feeding it 130,000 images of skin lesions, which represented 2,000 different diseases. So then, the algorithm's accuracy was compared against 21 board-certified dermatologists, and it turns out it was just as accurate as the doctors. So now on to treatments, we actually found a project that used a robot enabled with AI to help with surgical procedures. So in 2017, a university medical center used a robot assisted with AI programs in order to help stitch up a blood vessel in a patient with lymphedema. So during this operation, the surgeon basically inputted his hand movements into the AI, and the AI processed these movements and made them more stabilized and precise for the robot to perform. And lastly, we have prevention. So for this, we have a study where clinicians were able to use AI in order to predict whether patients were at risk of Alzheimer's later in life. So the clinicians did this by inputting information about the patient's brain structure, their genetic and cognitive profiles into the AI algorithm. And so with this information, the AI was able to identify patterns in their profiles that indicated that they were in a state of decline, regardless of their current health status. And so with this technology and others, we're able to detect earlier onset of Alzheimer's and hopefully create a better treatment plan for those patients. Okay, so now that we've talked about quite a few studies, you must be wondering, wow, AI is so great and such a recent innovation. Well, let me stop you there. Yeah, so actually, AI technology has been around for a while, and it was first mentioned in a conference at Dartmouth College in the 50s. To give further insight on the history of AI, we went to Sue Becker here at McMaster, who has a background in AI and computational neuroscience.
So during this interview, we asked her about the current and past trajectory of AI advancement. It was noted that compared to other areas of technology, progress in AI algorithms has actually been incremental rather than exponential. By this, she basically meant that the algorithms we use now are actually quite similar to the ones in the 80s. So, in some ways, the expansion of AI technology is really an expansion of the awareness of the algorithm, rather than vastly improving the algorithm itself. But more on that point later.
And speaking of the past, this also brings us to the topic of the limitations in AI use that still persist today. And no, I'm not talking about AI taking over your jobs and Skynet taking over the world. So one of the biggest concerns of AI technology is its use of data mining. Because it works best with large amounts of data, some people feel that it's very invasive for a machine to know that much about them. Especially in this day and age where there's a lot of talk about corporate data mining and government surveillance, you can understand why patients are really concerned about this. Even within experts, there's a lot of concerns about how much we can even trust algorithms to make good predictions. It's been pretty well documented that algorithms can be systematically biased to incorporate culture, gender, and racial stereotypes that may bias its predictions and decisions. And this can have strong implications for people and their civil rights. Unfortunately, a lot of the ethical concerns are still kind of up in the air, and perhaps it's because not a lot of time has passed for us to have experience in knowing how it will all play out. But one thing we do know is that technology is only as good as the people who create it, and it's hopes that with increased use of AI over the years, we'll be able to perfect and further develop the use of AI and mitigate its negative impact on people. Okay, Okay, so that includes the crash course for today. I hope you learned something good about AI, and if you're interested in learning more about it, look into our description box below for our references. Also, if you haven't already, like and subscribe in order to keep up with more student-led videos on the Demystifying website of YouTube. Thanks for watching!